All right. I decided to come on a little bit early because I just wanted to make sure that everything was up and running. So, oh, here we go. I decided. So if anyone is here, we are a little bit early, so just bear with me. We are going to get started at 8 p.m. Everything is looking good. Let's see if anyone turns up. Why, Gavinci Boru, what is the crack, my friend? Ain scale, Conasatatu. So it looks like it's good. So I'm just going to keep it very light. I don't really have much planned. I'm going to be honest. I have giveaways planned, but like in terms of a plan, I don't necessarily have a plan. I do have a reading. I'm going to just change something here because I keep. All right, Adam, what is the crack? Here we go. I'm back. Thank God. Sorry about that, people. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Falcha. And we are here. Can everybody hear me? Dias Moragwit, Peter. Supernatural Irish has the book and loves it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So we're here. Can everybody hear me? Please say ta in the chat. T-A fada, if you don't mind. Great stuff, Wayne. Great stuff. I just want to do a sound check. If people can do that in the chat, please. And then we're good to go. Ta, nice one, SB. Great to see you, my friend. Ta. There we go. Perfect. Well, look, Falcha McCarja. I don't have a huge amount planned. I just wanted to say hello, and I wanted to thank everybody for your support. I wanted to thank anybody that bought the book, and obviously, I know everybody can't, but for anybody that did, really appreciate it. Ta loud and clear. Tommy, so let me see. Tommy Gamagus to Togaboge. Gorimila Magwev Gorimila Magut, I should say. Sorry. Ta Bronarum. Okay, so I just basically decided to do a live stream to celebrate a little bit of the life of the book. And, you know, I want to show you just a couple of images from the book as well. This is one of the bits of artwork from the book. This is actually Brodír of Man, my interpretation of Brodír of Man on the waves of Clontarf, you know, on that fateful day of the Battle of Clontarf in 1014. You know, here's another image that this is my, I won't give away too, Supernatural Irish will know this because she read it, and also Wayne will know this because she read it, but this is a character from the book that is obviously mysterious for a reason. But these are the bits of artwork from the book. This is actually Donacha MacBrian returning to his fortress. You know, I don't want to ruin things now in case anybody wants to buy it. I'm also going to do a reading from the book as well. And you know, I just wanted to come on and just talk, you know what I mean? And just say, like, it was the 8th of August 2024 when I released the book. And, you know, it's been a wonderful year. It's sold almost 300 copies. Almost 300 copies. And it's not a cheap book. It's not a cheap book. And I've no marketing budget, no advertising. I spent zero on advertising, zero marketing, no agency, no management, just myself. Oh, Fanula, thank you. Goramila Mahagut. Fanula, Goramila Mahagut. Thank you so much for that super chat. By the way, Fanula has actually just done something that I want to make you aware about tonight. That there's a special prize for anybody that does super chats. Now, there are 2 other prizes that I'm going to announce that are just completely just by doing a comment. But Fanula has started, if people want to do a super chat, you can. If we get enough, if we get above 5 to 10 super chats, we can have a draw at the end. And even if you're not on the live stream, I can actually let you know and get in touch with you. So if we get above 5 to 10 super chats, then we can give a person that's drawn from those super chats a signed copy of the book. You will get one of these sent to you. All right, Fanula, no worries. But look, I'm going to do the draw anyway if there's a couple of super chats, and we'll see how that goes. I just wanted to let you know. But thank you so much, Fanula. Let me know when you got it, and I really appreciate your super chat. And if anybody else wants to do it, you're automatically put into a draw. I probably will need about 5 at minimum super chats, but I'm actually going to do 2 draws. So don't worry if you don't want to do super chats. There's going to be 2 draws. That's if we get a good numbers as well. I'm definitely going to do 1 draw if there's enough people that come in for a free copy of the book that will be sent directly to you. It won't be a signed copy. It'll be sent to you directly from from Amazon, basically. So, yeah, thank you, Fanula, for that. Goramila Margot. Hopefully one day you could translate it into a TV show or a movie. Thank you for saying that, because it actually is based on a screenplay. So at the back of the book, I'll show you at the back of the book, it's based on the screenplay King Brian Brodír, an Invasion Island story. It was going to be a short film for anybody that doesn't know about this. Thanks so much, Mom. My mother's in the chat there, Helen. And thank you so much for that. Goramina Magot Awahar. I think that's going. Thank you, the mother. Thank you, mother. To give you a kind of a story about how it all came about was it actually started with a pitch, and then it became like an obsession of mine. Peter Winston with a super chat, and also Adam with a super chat. Oh my God. That's it. We're having a draw for the super chats. So make sure you get your super chats in. Thank you so much, guys and gals. Thank you so much. Peter, you're an absolute star. You've always been so supportive. I really appreciate it, Peter. Thank you so much. You're going to be entered into a draw at the end. The draw is going to be completely randomized. I'm going to show you. I'm going to screen share with you. I'm going to show you how it works a little bit. Like there's a 1 second now. Number. This is for the. So for instance, right? I'll show you there now. I'm just going to show you what's to come. Okay, so let me just show you. this one. Just 1 second. So this is the giveaway 1, giveaway 2, and then at the end I'm going to do like a random generator for the actual super chats. There's going to be a draw for the super chats individually, and then I'm going to pick. They're all going to be numbered, and then I'm going to pick which one actually wins. So can people just let me know? Could you see the actual? Could you see the screen there? Could you see when I shared the screen? Just let me know, please. And I'm going to make a note of the super chats as well. Let me know if you could see the screen when I shared it. Could you see? Sharon, well done. Very excited as my Hickey ancestors were hereditary physicians to Brian Brew. Wow, thank you. That's fantastic, Sharon. Peter, plus I owe you a pint of Guinness. Thank you so much. I think there's that old emoji is not coming through on the super chat for some reason, but I think I know what it is. Peter, thank you so much, brother. I owe you a pint as well. Could people let me know in the chat? Could you see when I shared the screen there? Could you see that? Just let me know, please. And so Adam said as well in his super chat, loved the last live stream too, Bertie. Hopefully you can make a habit of these. I certainly am after this. I tell you one thing. The picture. More context. The picture, Fanula. I'm going to share the screen again. Let me. Oh, Wayno's in the chat with a super chat as well. Yeah, the picture is cool, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, because it's up on the King Cora fortress, so it would be up elevated. Yeah, it's a cool thing. Thank you so much. I need to keep an eye out for these super chats. Thank you so much, people. I really appreciate it. So Fanula is number 1. I'm just going to take. I could be asking by the end of it, don't be sending me too many super chats, but no, I do. It would be great if you could send them, but there's no pressure. I'm already got enough to have a random draw. So Wayno is the last one. So I'm actually going to keep notes of these, okay? These are the super chat numbers. I'm going to keep note of them. By the way, okay, so what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to get this show on the road. I'm going to show you and let me know, please let me know, right, if this actually works. I'm going to share the screen. So you have to let me know in the chat if this works, okay? I'm going to do it right now. It's going to be 1 second now. So I'm going to share this. Let me know if you can see this in the chat. Giveaway 1. Let me know in the chat that you can see this screen. If you can see a different screen from my face, please let me know in the chat as well. But if you can see the screen, let me know in the chat. This is important because I need to do this raffle later on. So please, people, can you let me know in the chat if you could see that? It would be amazing, just so I know how to do it. I can do the raffles later. Gavinci Boru with a super chat as well. Oh my God. Brilliant. It didn't come up, no? Okay. That's weird. Let me see. Share screen. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This should be sharing a number generator. And this should be sharing giveaway 1. Let me know in the chat you can see this, okay? I'm leaving it up for another 10 seconds. Sorry about this kind of element to it. I just need to get this set so I can do the draw later on. Has there been no screen shared yet? I don't believe this. Anyway. Okay, that's not working. So you're going to have to take my word for it. That's crazy. Okay. That is really weird. Let me see. I think I know what it is. I think I got it. I think I know what it is, people. Thank you so much for being so patient. You're absolute stars. You know that. Here we go. I think I know what it is. This is going to be the one. And then Do not see. Okay. It's saying that it's sharing the screen, but it's obviously not sharing it, no? Is it still not sharing it? God, this is so embarrassing. This is why they want me to pay for it, don't they? They want me to pay more money so I can have these live streams. It's 100% saying it's sharing it on my side, but if it's not sharing it, then it's saying sharing. Yeah, it's obviously not working. Let me see. Actually, I'll check it on my end and see if I can see it. Sorry about this. I'm going to get stuck in after this now. No, it's not sharing it. God bless us and save us. I think I'm going to have to. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to just get over this and. Oh yeah, here we go. This is it. This is the one. I think I got it. I think I have to remove this. This is what it is. It was telling me all the time. Now we got it. You got it now, yeah? This is real life. This is actually how real life works. Real life works when things go wrong. You're learning as you go along. There we go, Adam. There we go. Thank you so much. Bula Boss, everyone. Bula Boss. Thank you so much. Goramila Margwif Galerma Korja. I'm like one of those Twitch. So this is the giveaway one, okay? So for anybody, now I would encourage the people that sent super chats to not enter this competition, because come on, you don't want to be entering all the competitions because you're already entered into a competition. The rules state that you can't be entering every competition. It happens with this one where if you've already won, you're basically you're disqualified from the other things. So I would say if you haven't already entered this one or sent a super chat, then you can enter this one for free. So if you actually type in, I'm going to type it in, right? If you just type in giveaway 1 into the comments, that will automatically set you up for a draw. And don't worry, if you sent a super chat, you are already in the draw. So don't worry about that. You're already in a draw for the super chat, for a prize, for the grand prize. So if you want to just put your hat into the ring, you put into the comments, giveaway 1. There you go, Sharon. Everybody else, get it in there because it's a prize. It's a free prize. It's probably going to be an unsigned book. That's likely what it's going to be, because I don't think we've big enough numbers to have a second prize. So I think I'm just going to go with the book, signed copy of the book for the super chats. So that's what we're going to do. So if anybody else giveaway 1, there you go. Now you'll see, right? There's 2 entries, right? So at the end of the stream, and if you're not here, don't worry. You can actually, I might actually do this draw before you leave. So make sure you stay on for another little bit, and we will do the draw in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes or something like that. So make sure you get your entries in, giveaway 1, and then it will be automatically entered into the draw. Okay? So let me just refresh this. This should be 3 now. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know why that's... Okay, Sharon, you need to actually do it exactly like the actual... There's no caps. No caps. So it's giveaway 1, and make sure... Yeah, giveaway 1 with no caps. So make sure, because you're not entered into it, Sharon, because you have an all caps on G. So make sure you just do giveaway 1. All right, there we go. Perfect. Great stuff. Okay, let's get stuck in. Let's talk a little bit. So I'm just going to leave that. Let's see if I can actually can I post a comment? Okay, what I'll do is let's see if there's any more super chats there. Brian Brew was my stepdad. Sorry, that's so funny. I don't know. It's so silly. Like, it's so funny, man. Legend. Let me just get another picture up. Oh, by the way, look, listen to this. I've just actually I've just posted this on my social media, but I want
The High King of Era, his figure towering and imposing even in the humility of his posture, rose above 6 feet, a stature that symbolized his legendary might. Yet despite his physical prowess, he was a man grappling with a spiritual struggle, a paradox of a warrior compelled to embrace a peaceful stand. The sounds of battle outside were deafening, and a relentless surge and cacophony of clashing weapons roared. Death cries penetrated the thick canvas of the tent. It contrasted to the inner sanctum, an island of stillness amidst a tumult of destruction. Screams could be heard every so often that sent shivers down even the High King's spine, kin to the banshee that so many, including himself, have been forced to listen to in the darkest of nights.
That is a snippet from my book, obviously. It is written by myself. And yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it, Vinci Boru. Here's a little look of what it looks like on Kindle. By the way, if anybody's on Amazon Kindle, if you're on Unlimited, you can read it for free. And it's actually, the book is a reduced rate over this weekend to celebrate the 1-year release, if anybody's interested in purchasing the book, in case you don't win a book tonight. And yeah, so to give you a little bit of a background, right? So as I was mentioning earlier on, and it all started out as a one-page pitch. And I brought that to Cannes Film Festival when I went there with my films for the short film corner for Sin Eater 2015. And I brought it there. And I didn't actually get a chance to pitch it because the pitch setup there was a bit weird. And I just didn't really feel comfortable, to be honest with you. It just wasn't what I imagined, but I still had it prepared. And I didn't really go ahead with the pitch in the end. So then I went away back to the drawing board, and I actually won a writing grant with the Kerry County Council. And I ended up going, this is a few years later, and I went to the Blasket Islands, of all places, for a writing retreat. I actually created my own writing retreat on the island in combination there. And I was meant to be there for a week, and the Kerry County Council paid for it. But I actually ended up staying 3 weeks because I fell in love with the island and actually stayed there and helped in the cafe and stuff. And I ended up staying there for free. And it was amazing. And I wrote the first pilot, or at least the foundations of the pilot episode of Emperor of the Gael, or Emperor of the Irish, I think it was called. The Merchant was the name of the episode. Yeah, the Blaskets, where Peg Sayers is from. I stayed in her accommodation. I stayed in her cottage, literally in her cottage, like. So and it was very like eerie, but not in a kind of a very frightening way. It's just you always felt the presence of something there, but it wasn't really threatening or anything like that. It was just very, very supernatural place. And that was 2018, and then it kind of materialized over the next couple of years. And I was talking to Timothy V. Murphy quite a lot, who I'm friendly with for a number of years. Timothy's from Tralee. He's living in Los Angeles. He's an actor that's been in loads of stuff. And I think he's the perfect Boru. Like a lot of people, they kind of automatically start saying, oh, Brendan Gleeson as Brian Boru. I'm sorry. I do not see Brendan Gleeson as Brian Boru. I do not see it at all, in any way, shape, or form. And I tell you the exact reason why. I think Brendan Gleeson is a brilliant actor. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's a decent guy from what I hear in his interviews, but he's too big. He's too big. There's no way he would move around Ireland at the veracity as Brian Boru did. Brian Boru was moving around Ireland up until his late 60s. He was I think he was like ripped, bro, till later in his life. I think Brian Boru was a strong guy. Was he speaking Old Irish or Latin in your trial clip? What do you mean my trial clip? I don't know. I like there's old Irish and Latin in the book, but I didn't read it. I didn't read it out. John Connors, I know John, and John is a fantastic actor. He would definitely be up there in terms of like having a role. I don't see him as Brian Boru. I think he has a kind of, I would say he'd be more, because of his accent and things like that. I think it would be more suitable to that. He would be more Mead or Dublin, like, you know. I think he'd be more suited. Like I'm kind of a guy that likes to cast people from the area. Like, for instance, Timothy V. Murphy is from very close by, and he's from like down the road from Clare. So I just think because he grew up in near Clare, like I just think he's more suited to it. You know, that's another reason why I don't like Brendan Gleeson for the role, is because he's a dub. You know, and I just think it just like, people say Liam Neeson as well. I don't see Liam Neeson playing Brian Boru. I don't see it. I think he was perfect for Michael Collins, but I just don't see it as Brian Boru. I just think Timothy V. Murphy has the face. He has I think John Connors could actually, there's actually a few characters from my book that I think he could be perfect for, actually. Like there's a good few characters that I'm thinking he could be perfect for. You know, he's a brilliant actor. John is one of the best actors in the country. Michael Fassbender can play Brian Boru in his younger years. And the reason I say that is because if you look at Michael Fassbender, let me get a picture. Michael Fassbender and Timothy V. Murphy, they look like each other. Let me get a picture of Timothy V. Murphy. 1 second. Let me just get Timothy for you. And I'll show you why I think he's the best for the role. 1 second. No, I'll just get it up on Google here. Timothy V. Murphy. Here, I'm going to show you now. This is exactly, you're going to know why I want Timothy V. Murphy for it. I'm going to show you now. Just 1 second. That's Timothy V. Murphy. You do know, Fanula, you know Timothy V. Murphy. Because I'm telling you, if you watch Westworld, if you watched a lot of Western films, recent ones, Appaloosa, if you watched True Detective, if you've watched he's been in all of the American TV shows. He's literally had roles in everything. He's got so many credits. That's Timothy V. Murphy there. I think he's a perfect Brian Boru, because he's in his 60s, and Brian Boru became High King of Ireland in his early 60s. Oh yeah. The one. Oh, 1 second. Can I get that up? Let's get it up. Will it be copyrighted though? What I'll do is I'll get the picture of him. I can't actually play because it's copyrighted music. But I can get the actual clip and show you. I can show you. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to share this with you now. 1 sec. And you're going to know exactly why he is the greatest for this role. Okay. He was in Sons of Anarchy. Yeah. He's an amazing actor. I'm telling you, this guy is the best. He's 100% the best for the role. I'm going to let this play, but I can't put on the sound. I'm so sorry about that, because it's definitely copyrighted music. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, now it's playing. This is a test. That's Timothy V. Murphy there, doing a little bit of a kind of a mock Brian Boru, speaking in Irish, in Oscuelga. I can't put. I'm sorry about the sound, because YouTube will demonetize me, and I need the money. I need the money. But look at his presence. Look at that. I mean, come on. Timothy Chalamet, he couldn't. I tell you, he's a good actor. Timothée Chalamet is a good actor, but he couldn't play Brian Boru if his life depended on it. Let's
To
see here.
resemble some sort of woman,
Here we go.
like an ancient queen, it hung over the camp momentarily, sending shivers down the spines of even the most hardened fighters.
Another
The
clip
veil
from my
between
book.
our world and the other world grows thin, Fionn said, his sharp stare narrowing.
Let me just play that again.
Out of the darkness of the supernatural night, once a cacophony of warrior chatter descended into a haunting stillness. The men clenched their jaws as they felt invisible energy. A ghostly apparition emerged from the void, its shape fleeting and ever-changing. It seemed to resemble some sort of woman, like an ancient queen. It hung over the camp momentarily, sending shivers down the spines of even the most hardened fighters. The veil between our world and the other world grows thin, Fionn said, his sharp stare narrowing.
All right, people. So, is there anybody in the chat? 1 second. Is there anybody? Why am I not coming up? Oh, yeah, here we go. Is there anybody in the chat that has not, anybody in the chat that hasn't given a super chat, that hasn't entered the draw? Because if you haven't, this is your time to enter the draw. Giveaway 1. You need to put up giveaway 1. Thanks, Wayne. Yeah, he looks spot on, I think. Timothy, but it's not even just a look. He's a phenomenal actor. And actually, he was a massive help on the screenplay as well. Me and Tim are going to work together on something for sure. I have other stuff planned as well. So, is anybody in the chat that has not entered the draw for the giveaway 1 draw? Anybody in the chat? I think it's a bit quiet for my liking, to be honest. But anyway, I don't think there is anyone. If there is anyone watching that wants to enter a draw, you're going to win. You could win a free book. Like, I'm going to send it to you. You don't have to do anything. You know. So if this is your chance, write in giveaway 1. I'll put up the thing here, and I'll share the screen. Let's see. So giveaway 1. Yeah, I'm going to share this. All right, people. So if you just type in giveaway 1 into the chat, it will automatically enter you into a draw. And then I'm going to have that draw very soon. And I will give away a book. You won't have to do nothing. Only give your address to me afterwards privately, and I'll send you the book. This is not for the draw for the signed copy. This is just a regular copy. So I'll leave it there for a couple of minutes. And so basically, yeah, like the whole inspiration on Brian Boru and why I started doing it was originally because the Irish government tried to take Irish history off the mandatory subjects about 10 years ago. And they failed in the end. But I got very scared by that because I thought, like, what the hell is going on, like, in Ireland? Because why would they take Irish history off mandatory subjects for the junior cert students? So it kind of sent me I suppose early on it would have been very kind of nationalistic in terms of like the you know, like trying to, like, you know, hold on to some sort of nationhood or pride or pride of nation, you know, and that kind of sent me into a kind of a good good luck with that, Tim boy. Oh yeah, with Timothée Chalamet for sure. I went on a kind of down a rabbit hole, and also it was a 1,000-year celebration of the Battle of Clontarf event, and that it all kind of amalgamated into my passion for telling these stories. So that's how it all kind of kicked off. And now we can see 10 years later, 11 years later, my fears have come to fruition because it is absolutely abundantly clear that Irish culture and tradition and heritage and history is under fierce attack. Like there's no question about it now anymore. It's 100% under attack. Like so, and that's not like you're so this, you're so that because of it. I'm actually very serious about this. It's under attack by Irish politicians and European elites. And a lot of Irish people as well that are minions for these people. I'm not blaming anyone that comes for a better life. I'm not going to blame anyone that gets anything for free. I would take stuff for free. I would. Why would I be angry with anybody? I actually really like culture, like different cultures. I actually really love traveling to other countries and experiencing culture. My own girlfriend is Brazilian. Like I love it. I love experiencing cultures. Like, why would I have any issue with that? The issue I have is with the corruption, the complete and utter corruption from the Irish politicians who have basically sold their souls and sold this country's soul. I have no problem with anybody from anywhere in the world. Zero problem. Absolutely none. Why wouldn't you come and take advantage? Like, of course I do it. If someone said to me, do you want to come and we'll help you? Like, of course. Why wouldn't I do it? Why wouldn't anyone do it? Of course you would. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. They're only just trying to better their lives. The people everybody's mixing this up. The people that you should be always focused on is the corrupt government, the corrupt Irish politicians who are completely corrupt. It's been shown and shown and shown all the time now. All the time, the levels of it. And they're exploiting. The Irish politicians are actually exploiting migrants now. They're exploiting them, you know? So nobody's benefiting from this. In the long run, nobody's benefiting it. Only the elite class. The Irish politicians, the elite class, they're the ones benefiting from things. Nobody else. Trust me, this is actually 100%. I'm absolutely positive about it. I've no doubt about it anymore. Who's at fault? And of course, you have a lot of Irish people that are 100% minions for this type of corruption. 100%. Recently, I had someone threatening me that I know. They sent me something close to a death threat by email. You know what I mean? So that's the level that these people are willing to go to, because I'm literally talking about the plantations of Ireland. You know, that's the type of shit you're dealing with now. Like, you know what I mean? And I dealt with that. Like, I dealt with that. You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, I mean, I'm not going to put up with that shit from anyone. You know, and that's an Irish person. My enemy is nobody but these type of people that are Irish, that are actually Irish. They've sold themselves out for this level of corruption that has never been seen before. And it's going to be a fucking dark road down the line, because it's all to do with the corruption. The corruption is the dark road, nothing else. The corruption within the Irish government and how the European government literally controls us now. So that's it. That's all I'll say on that. Woo! We went on a tangent there. And this is live. Well, you see, the things have changed now. You see, everything is bureaucracy. Everything is top-down authority. Everything is force, you know, spiritual, mental, emotional force. There's the physical force is no longer necessary. It's no longer necessary to a certain extent. Mental, emotional, and spiritual force is what's at play here. Because if you say a word about something, it's over. But no, I don't say a word about no one. Only the corrupt people that are involved in this. And what I mean involved in this, I'm talking about the exploitation of people. The exploitation of people. That's what it's all about. And it's all exploiting people, gathering resources, building your empires while you can on the backs of others' agony. and pain and suffering in the long run. I don't think anyone benefits from it. You know, in the long run, nobody benefits from it. Only the people at the top that are in power at this particular time. So anyway, I got off on tangent there. So look, I'm going to do this draw. I'm going to do this draw now. Let's see. 1 second. The one thing I need to do is go back and see here. So Sharon is number 1. Sorry, no, I'm just doing a draw here, so bear with me. SB number 2. Sharon, you're technically 4 because you actually came in, or is it 4 or 3 or 4? Let's see. One, 3. All right, let's go. So we're going to draw now. Egg 9 won. Egg 9 won a book. There you go. You can see it. I'm not in control of this. This is done automatically. So you had your chance. You had your chance to enter the draw. And if you didn't enter the draw, that is up to you. But egg is egg 9. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Is it EG9 or for example 9? If they're still in the chat, if they're still watching, can you just let me know if you're still watching? Because then you can basically, I'll just give you 1 second. I'm just going to write it here. VAR check. Givenchy Boru, you're actually in another. I did say that the people with the super chats are actually already in the draw. You have done a super chat, so you're actually in another draw. I didn't want you to win actually because you're already in a draw. And I did say if you're already in a draw, it would be unfair. So what I might do is I might do the actual second draw as well. So, because, you know, it's getting a bit, do you know what I had to do? I had to close the door because there's so many neighbors screaming and roaring outside. Egg 9. Okay, I'm going to write it up. Can you actually email me, right? Email me in your own time. Email me in your own time, and there's my email, and just email me so that I can present to you my you can send me your address. All I need is your address and phone number. The reason I need that is because on Amazon I'm going to be able to order it for you. Your full name, address, number. Email it to me in private, obviously. It's going to be private. It's going to be between me and you, and then I will send you the book. You're just going to get the book directly. You're not going to get a signed copy. This was kind of like the free draw. The one that is a super chat draw is a separate one. This is like a special draw. So email me in your own time. Let me know you got those instructions and we'll move on. Perfect. Great stuff. And it can take a little bit of time. It can take a week. It can take up to 2 weeks, but it shouldn't be 2 weeks. But sometimes it can, just so you know. I went on a bit of a rant there now earlier on, and I'm a bit pissed off at myself because I didn't want to talk about that stuff. And I know people want to hear it, but I wanted to celebrate. And now I feel bad about talking about that crack. So let me just what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to actually read a little bit out of the book, right? And I actually want your thoughts on an audiobook because I've decided something about an audiobook and I want to hear your thoughts. So I'm going to pick a chapter at random. Okay. Let me go back a bit because I don't want to give away the characters. You know what I mean? I don't want to. Okay, I'm going to give this a read, okay? It's chapter 9. Oh, no. 1 sec. No, I can't do that chapter because it gives away a character, and I don't want to give that away. And I want one with Brian as well. Okay, here we go. Chapter 6. Thank you, Peter. Margot. Chapter 6. I'm going to read about a page, okay? The Forgotten Prince, an Invasion Island story by Bertie Brosnan. Chapter 6. As dawn cast its first light over the land of Era, the camp near Tomar's wood stirred with a purpose-filled ceremony. Here, gathered under the towering presence of High King Brian Boru, were the chieftains and leaders of his realm, each a pillar of Gaelic unity. The scent of moist soil and smouldering flames mingled with the clink of armor and hushed voices, creating a symphony of warfare in the dense air. Standing tall and unwavering, Brian's countenance, marked by the scars of many battles, surveyed his assembled leaders. His son and commander-in-chief, Murdo, stood at his side, embodying what Brian had forged. The other chieftains, rugged and battle-hardened, bore the banners of their clans with pride. The bishop, a figure of serene authority, moved among them, bestowing blessings and words of spiritual fortitude. His presence was a bridge between the earthly realm of war and the divine, which brought a hushed reverence to the gathering. His prayers, spoken in Latin, invoked the protection of the Almighty, a plea for victory and preservation in the face of impending conflict. There stood formidable Norse-scale warriors from Nemnoch and Port Lorga among them, their fierce loyalty evidence of their alliances forged beyond mere cultural bonds. Beside them were the Scottish nobles. Their presence symbolized the respect and influence Brian commanded across the seas. Brian Boru, the Emperor of the Gael, began a new dawn, and they knew it. They were ready to die for the cause. Now, Shine. Lost sound. Did you lose sound? No way. Please say you didn't lose the sound, because I just literally gave a performance there. Thank you so much, Silver. Did you lose sound? Peter said he lost sound. All right. Peter, sorry, brother, you lost sound there. I don't know if I could do that again. Well, maybe I can for Peter. Silver bullet, 5x5. Sorry, Peter, brother. Sorry about that. I'm going to do the audiobook. I'm actually, the plan is I'm doing the audiobook back in Kerry. I was actually lining up someone to do it for me, but I must get in contact with them because they're a fantastic voiceover artist. But Clans and Dynasties, what is the crack, my friend? Clans, Mihal, I'm glad you are here because we're going to be doing this soon enough. People of Era, Mihal of Clans and Dynasties will be coming on the Bertie Brosnan live stream to talk about surnames. No pressure, Mihal. He's already agreed to it. When is it happening? Mihal, when's it happening? Are we doing it in the next 2 weeks? I'm not going to ask you about Obrushnikon, I promise. But no, whenever you can, Mihal, we will get organized with that soon enough. That will be some live stream. Mihal, you heard it here. You heard it here. It's going to be the best. Well, it's not going to be the best. It's going to be top tier because I don't want to knock down Phil and Kevin of Brehon Academy. So Phil from Irish Medieval History. Mihal is gone. Oh, there we go. Mihal is a legend. It's a date, my friend. Let's do it, man. I'll be in touch by WhatsApp. We'll get it set up. And yeah, because I think I will actually do live streams. Okay. I'm going to do more live streams more regularly. Okay, we're going on. We're hitting the hour, right? We already have one winner. now, and I already went on a rant about the Irish government. That's not going to happen again. We're going to keep it nice and nice. Peter, I think the sound was always there, but but you know what, Peter? I'm going to send you the recording of this. So you're going to be able to listen back if there's any part that you missed, especially the reading of the chapter 6. Well, it was only a part of the chapter. But Peter, people were able to hear. So I'm going to link back the recording of this to you personally, okay? After this. We're going to do the last draw for the signed copy of the book. And I'm going to actually be brutally honest with you here, right? I'm going to do this so 1 second. Let me just, sound is back. Yeah. Oh no, you already said that. So I have 5 super chats. Let me just double check the super chats. So I need to go back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So is there any one other person that wants to do a super chat just to enter the draw? It can be as little as €1 to enter if you want. It's up to you. I'll leave it for another 3 minutes. If people want to do it to enter the draw, there is absolutely no pressure at all. It's only to support Bertie Brosnan films. It's not for the draw. That is just to support Bertie Brosnan films. And I'm just doing this draw for myself, for you guys and gals. So if anybody wants to enter the draw, they can in the next 3 minutes. And I'm going to get this set up. And the person that wins this is winning a signed copy, right? You're going to win a signed copy of the book. You're going to get this. You're going to get the custom bookmark. Also a personalized note from me. And I'm going to just get your address, your full name and number. And I'm going to send it on to you. I don't need your number, actually. Full name, address. And I'll send it on to you by registered post, right? So any last takers? I don't think there is. So I will just go ahead and get this draw set up, and then we'll finish on a few Q&A and maybe some last bits and pieces from this live stream. It's been Mihal, you absolute legend. Oh, Mihal. What a legend. Legend of the chat. And it's going to be an absolute legend on the live stream soon enough. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you're subscribed. Leave a comment afterwards. And if you want to join my mailing list, I will always send in advance about the live streams, just in case you don't get the notification. You can do all that. It's in the description. Get in touch with me. Reach out to me on Instagram, anything, and I'll always give you a reminder, okay? I always have stories on my Instagram as well to remind people about the live streams. So myself and Mihal, Clans and Dynasties, will be back in the next 2 weeks, approximately, depending on our schedules. It should be in the next 2 weeks, if not just beyond, but we should do it the next 2 weeks. So we'll get that organized afterwards. Okay, I'm going to show you here, right? We got 6 names, okay? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any of you that left had the super chats, stay on. We're going to get this organized. I'm going to do a random number generator. So it's going to be between 1 and 6. Okay. And I'm going to share this with you now. Let me just see if this works. Okay. So this is just a random generator. I have no control over this. Weakest Ledia. Thanks be to God. So let me just see. No, that's the winner for that. Let me just see if this comes up. Share this tab instead. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, we got the random generator going. Okay, now I'm going to have to go onto that screen and generate the number. So I'm going to lose this actual screen for a moment. So I'm going to generate it from there. Right? I'm letting you know now. Right? Fanula is number 1. Peter is number 2. Adam is number 3. Wayne is number 4. 5 is Govinci Boru. 6 is Mihal. Now, that's the end of the entries. We're going to go on now. So 1 to 6. I'm going to generate now. It's number 4. Number 4. The winner is number 4. And number 4 on the list is Wayne. Is Wayne still in the chat? You can see it here. Here are the names. It's Wayne in the chat. I'm sorry now if you can't see the writing, but it's definitely there. Wayne. So there's Fanula, Peter, Adam, Wayne, Govinci, Boru, and Mihal. So Cohardus and Tobronorum to the other entries. God bless you. God bless you. There you go, Wayne. Oh, well done, my friend. Well done, brother. So make sure, give me an email. It's a fix. I knew Mihal would say it. The Ulster lads are always challenging the Munster lads. They're always the same. Nothing ever changes. That's why Brian Boru had to come up and sort them out, because it was always the same crack. They always thought everything was a fix. Legend Mihal, my friend. Makara. Go Munster. Wayno's from the Owenocta clan as well. So look, Brian sorted them out as well. But we won't say nothing about that. We're all from Munster here now. We'll say nothing about that. But anyway, but Wayno, legend, right? Wayne. So I'm going to type in my email. I was thinking to myself, if Wayne wins, and I tell you the reason why it's not a fix. You know why it's not a fix? Yeah, you know why it's not a fix as well? Wayne is living in you're living in Australia, aren't you, Wayne? I don't want to pay that postage. I'd rather send it down the road. I'd rather drop it up myself. Oh God. I would have picked number 6 to win. Yeah, look, it's a random generator. It has absolutely. I'll even show you. Look, I'll go on there again and just randomly generate 1, 2, 6. It just randomly generates. So, wait 1 second. Yeah, it just randomly generates. No worries, Wayne. Oh, listen, no problem. It doesn't matter about the postage. I'm only having the crack, but I'm just. Well, I know the lucky numbers, yeah, but four is something. There's something with 4 as well. I can't remember the meaning of well, that sounds so ridiculous. Can't remember the meaning of number 4, but all right, people. There are a few last things I want to show you for anybody that wants the book and hasn't won it. Wayno, make sure you email me as well. It's up to you guys to email me, to reach out to me now. It's really up to you to send. Peter, you didn't win a copy. I'm sorry. Did you not see the draw? Wayne won. Did you not see the draw, Peter? I don't know what to say. It's a draw. It was a draw. It was a draw that we did. Number 4 won. So. Does Peter think he won the draw? It was Wayne. It was clearly Wayne. It is good crack. Peter, please let me know that you understand what's going on. God bless you, brother. Yeah, just reach out to me, Peter, in your spare time. We'll organize something. Okay? Because I know that you're supporting me a lot. So just reach out to me, Peter, and I'll get something organized for you. That's separate to this, okay? I'll get something organized for you because Peter's a big supporter of the channel, so I'll organize something for him. So what else? Okay, but I'm not even going to explain anymore. I'm going to send you on the recording of this afterwards, so it'll be clear what happened. Maybe there's it's like one of those things, like a live draw. That's it. The O'Connors are hard to please. He's from the O'Connor clan. The O'Connors. Should we all the O'Connors were tough out, one of the last Gaelic High King. You know what I mean? Rory O'Connor himself. Peter has cleared it up. It's my fault. I'm an idiot because Peter was discussing something with Lindsay. And of course, I butted into that conversation like a typical Boru head, butting into everything, trying to take over everything. Brian Boru dominating again, trying to dominate everything. He's trying to take over all the stuff. Michal knows all about that. He knows all about that lad from Munster coming up into the north with these campaigns. He first comes up planting himself at Cú Chulain's birthplace. Then he comes up the other side, and then he's going around and he's planting gold on the fucking altar of this fucking monster lads, like, you know what I mean? But there's D in the chat. What is the crack, my friend? What is the crack? Hey Maria, how you doing? Some people are joining in now. You missed the good stuff. You missed the draws. Unfortunately, I had to do the 2 draws, but that's the end of that. But anyway, I will stay on. I'll stay on for another little bit. My girlfriend will be coming back soon enough now, so I might have to end it soon. But I will stay on for about 10 minutes. What I will say for the last 10 minutes, Guru. That's Peter. No, Peter, get in touch with me yourself because you're a long-time supporter, and I do see that. So make sure you get in touch with me, and we'll organize something for you. I always look after my long-term supporters, so I'm going to organize something. Unless, Peter, what I would say is you come over to Ireland and I'm meeting you. I'm signing the copy. We're making a video. You know, I'll even say this, Peter. Peter, listen to what I'm saying right now. Give me a notice of when you're coming over, Peter. Listen to me what I'm saying to you right now. Give me notice. If I get about 2 months of notice at the minimum, right? I promise you, I will take you on at least a 1-day exclusive tour of at least 2 or 3 Brian Brodír sites. And if I can, I'll bring you on a 2-day tour of more sites. Definitely 1 day. So, Peter, that's my promise to you when you come to Ireland. But just give me the notice. And that is a promise to you. All right, Peter? I'm going to sign your copy in person on that tour. There's going to be a video made about it. So that's my promise to you. All I need is notice. I will block off the dates and it's happening. 100%. All right? That's a fact. Unless there's some sort of hurricane or something like that. Then maybe, I'm only joking. But no, 100%, Peter. I mean that a lot because I am starting a tour company and stuff like that. So I'll gladly give it to you. Absolutely. Dinner, pints of Guinness, 100%. You're going to have a tour. I'm going to sign the copy that you have, your own copy that you've read back to back several times. You've highlighted it. You're going to have questions. So look, the last 10 minutes, right? The last 10 minutes, what I want to do, I'm going to stay on till 9:10, 9:15 at the latest. Any questions that you have, be it silly or not, be it the most intelligent questions ever asked in the entire world, or be it the most silliest question ever asked, I'm here. I will answer your questions. Get them in the chat, and let's do Q&A for the last 15 minutes, and then I'm going to hit the road. This has been amazing. So let's do that for the last 15 minutes. I'll give it a second or two for you to get those going. And I will certainly answer them for you because I really want to answer some questions. I do get to actually send quite a few questions by DM and things like that. And it is like, sometimes it's hard to answer everything, like, you know what I mean? Because there is a lot of just random people that I've never heard of before. They don't even follow me and they're asking me questions and stuff. So this type of environment is better for Q&A, I think, like on a live stream, when we're talking back and back, you know what I mean? So back and back, what's that even mean? Like, and then sometimes I'll answer a question in DM, spend a load of time answering the question. And then they don't even respond. They don't even say thanks. It's like so weird. In the time being, I'm going to share, 1 second, let me see. Do I have anything else to share with you? I'm going to get one while you're getting your questions ready. If there's any questions whatsoever, I'm going to put on this is the actual release video. Oh yeah, here we go. We got one question. I'm going to wait for a few questions to come in, and then
ancient era where myths, legends and folklore collide and the battles of ancient Ireland echoes through time. A forgotten prince yearns for glory as his father, the High King of Ireland, faces his biggest battle yet at the legendary Battle of Clontarf. All the while...
All right, the questions are coming in there. When the bishop was there speaking in Latin, did Brian Brodír speak Latin, understand it? Yes, he did understand it. And Michal would know about this very well. Myself and Phil talked about this. with on the live streams. He was highly educated, and actually a lot of the aristocrats of the time, the nobility of the time, nobility, not aristocrats really, but of nobility, they were all highly educated. So he would have understood this. And thank you, Fionnuala, for bringing that up, because actually there is a bishop in the book that actually presides over the night before the battle, and this was likely what would have happened as well. You know, it is a historical fiction, right? So I am making up scenes, but it's based on historical research. They were Catholics, you know, they were Catholics, they were Christians, they were very much of men of Christ at that time. Yes, there was a certain amount of Irish Christianity involved, a certain amount of insular Christianity, but Rome was still a place that was revered, still a place that was, in their estimation, a holy land, but not quite there just yet, because it wasn't until Donica, his son, went on a pilgrimage to Rome after Brian died many years later. Brian was more of a Charlemagne character, so he was almost trying to create his own kind of Rome in Armagh. Now, this is just my interpretation of it, because he would have, announced himself as Emperor of the Gael in Armagh, and it would have been that scene would have included the nobility of the time, the Bishop of Armagh, and the clerics and stuff like that. It was written into the book of Armagh, and it's still available. You can actually read it, Trinity College, or not read it, but it's available in Trinity College. And it's written in that he's Emperor of the Gael in that. So he would have understood Latin very much so. It was actually written in Latin. Was it Latin or Gaelic? I think it was written in Latin. It was written in Latin, pretty sure. Written in Latin, I think it was. Yes, it was. And actually, the guy who wrote it into the book was, God, where his name escapes me now. That's terrible. Oh my God, who is the guy that is the... Mihal, can you help me out here? The guy that wrote it into the book. He's the Olive of Ireland. It's on the tip of my tongue. Brian Boru. God, I can't believe I can't remember this. Why is it not coming up here? Imperator Scotorum, Emperor of the Gael. Why is it come up? Who wrote that? Who? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, it's not Ptolemy, no. 1 second. This is ridiculous. Now I don't remember this. It's really annoying me. I need to find this. Oh, for God's sake, this is ridiculous. On please, in the chat, someone. Mihal, who was the guy that wrote it into the Book of Armagh? Brian Boru was Emperor of the Gael. Who was it's gone. My mind is blanked for some reason. He wrote himself in as Calvinus Perennis or something. He made up a name in Latin. It's not male. It's not male. Book of Armagh, Emperor. Who wrote in the Book of Armagh? Male Sultan O'Carroll, I think it is. Male Sultan O'Carroll. Sorry about that, people. God. And I actually was at his gravesite down in Killarney. It was his Male Sultan, yeah. So it was his long-term advisor, and it was actually his teacher. So the reason why I'm able to answer that, yes, he spoke Latin, or at least he knew Latin, was because they would have been taught that in school. This guy taught him in school, and he was there writing it in as the scribe, writing it into the Book of Armagh that he was Emperor of the Gael. So I hope that answers your question, Fanula. Gavinci Boru, male Shacknell versus male Shacknell the second. Who wins? Male Shacknell the first, obviously. I'm going to have to say male Shacknell the first. I'm going to have to say male Shacknell the first because male Shacknell the first, he's the one that defeated Turgis, isn't it? My mind is blanking now tonight. He killed Turgis, didn't he? Up in the loch, Calvis Perennis, yes. O'Carroll's, yeah. So male Shacknell the first, 100% for me. He wins that because he killed. Pretty sure he was from Clan Colmaine, and he. Oh wait, 1 second. Did he not? Did he? Is he the one that killed Turgis? Or am I thinking of someone? Or is that the second? God, my stream is getting all messed up now. Oh God, is the stream messed up on your end, people? My face is like blanked. It's like two. 1 second. Yeah, there we go. Male Shacknell, who killed Turgis? 1 second, just to be sure. It's male Shacknell the first. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, male Shacknell the first. He killed Turgis. So he's the one that killed that pagan Viking. And he was killed in 845. So he was captured and drowned in Lake Owell. So that's up in he was the king of Mead, actually. So yeah, male Shacknell the first, to answer your question, 100% for me, because Turgis was an actual demon of a Viking. He had a witch wife as well, which is a fascinating character. Clans and dynasties. If you could be a fly in the wall for one event, what a question this is. Of course, Mihal has an unreal question. If you could be a fly in the wall, all the questions are great, by the way, but this is kind of cool. If you could be a fly in the wall for one event in Brian's life, which one would it be? It's kind of, it shows the darkness in me, but I think I'd be on the boat with him going over to Scattered Island, bro. I'm telling you, I know it's dark. I know it's dark. It's dark because it's a great crime. He committed a great crime. It's a great question, man. What a question that is. I mean, what a way to almost end the stream. Researching, yeah, Gavinci Brew, research that because it's awesome, brother. Yeah, it's his Latin name, Clans and Dynasties, male Sultano Carol, who was actually very highly regarded as an unbelievable scholar in Ireland. He wasn't the chief olive, I don't think, but he was certainly up there in terms of being very much regarded, as one of the great scholars of the time. So let me just finish this, right? So Clans and Dynasties asked the question, if you could be a fly on the wall for one event in Brian's life, which one would it be? And I answered, because I'm a very dark kind of character at times. And the reason I answered it this way, and I'll tell you why. I believe what Brian did in the post events of his brother's death is absolutely unbelievable. Like, if I could extend it, Mihal, if I could be a fly in the wall during that time, just any time during that time, when he organized the Dalcassians to first go to Limerick, sack Limerick, incorporated it into the Dalcassian territory, pretty much. Then BUPX Scattery too, great minds think alike. Then go to Scattery Island and finish the job by unfortunately going into the church where the lads were hiding, the Ivar of Limerick. Remember, he was a Norse Viking king of Limerick, right? Norse, full Norse. His sons, I think, were Norse Gael. And kill him, basically, right? Then the next 2 years, he would have dispatched Donovan and Malloy. Donovan was of the Iviginti tribe, who was kind of down beyond, just down and south of say, Scarborough Island and stuff, kind of North Kerry, a little bit of North Kerry, Limerick area. Then he went down to Malloy, who was really, he presented himself as King of Cashel, but really he was hiding out probably in Cork. He was with the Oanachtas. He was styling himself as King of Munster after killing Brian's older brother, because Brian's older brother was King of Munster. So Brian went on that rampage of all the people that were involved in his brother's death. Once they were all dispatched, basically he was just pound for pound King of Munster, undisputed, and literally everybody just submitted. Even Malloy's own son submitted, Cian, and he married him into the family. He married one of his daughters. So Glan Mama is a good one. Glan Mama is a good one, and it's something that isn't talked about quite a lot, right? Glan Mama is interesting because you have this real weird thing that happens at Glan Mama. They fight near Christmas time, which was unusual for Gael warriors. This was a prelude, really, to the Battle of Clontarf as well. And it was at the time when Brian Boru and Mael Shacknell of Meath, who was the former High King, were actually working together as co-kings of Ireland. And they made light work, really, of the renegade Leinster mob under Gormla's brother. And what you call it? My head's gone tonight. Gormla's brother as well, and Citric's uncle. The king of he would be the king of Leinster after a while. My head is gone tonight. It's like I don't know what it is for me tonight. Maybe I'm tired. But anyway, Citric Silkenbeard and his uncle, Mael Morda. That was a battle that took place 999 AD. And it's not talked about enough. It's not talked about enough because it was a weird thing. And I think what it really was about was Boru seeing his opportunity to win Dublin, really. And because right soon after he claimed high kingship from Mael Shacknell. Remember this, Brian Boru did not win the high kingship through battle. Mael Shacknell relinquished the high kingship to him. Brian Boru did not win the Emperor of the Gael title through battle. He won it through campaigns through the north. So why I always think that we need to take it seriously in terms of what Brian had orchestrated and his plan that he enacted and carried out is because he did it through the unification. Now, I know that word gets a little bit kind of, used a little bit kind of, in a nationalistic, modern kind of a way. But if he went up into the north, a very difficult place to go up into, with a lot of men from Ireland, and just walked through the north of Ireland, the northern section of this island, into Ullaid, Ulster, and just basically showed his might, and eventually quelled the kings up there from their little rebellions and things. There was no pitched battles to win the Emperor of the Gael. There was no pitched battles. So there was very little pitched battles during Brian Boru's reign as High King. Actually, in fact, it was all about making deals, alliances and things. So it does, man. Clans, you know all about it, brother. listen, anybody that's on TikTok, make sure you're following Clans and Dynasties. Clans and Dynasties does many live streams talking about surnames. You need to get on there if you want to learn about your surname. It's important you get on, follow Clans and Dynasties, subscribe to him also on YouTube, because he's coming on here soon enough. So people, I'm going to leave it here, right? It's not a large enough battle, not one Viking stood, I think. No, it was pretty much over, you know. Another battle that was actually, I will give Mael Shacknail his due, right? Mael Shacknail of Mead, the one opposed to Brian Boru. The Battle of Tara was a great victory, and it actually showed that Mael Shacknail had battle acumen, but he just got a little bit more petty in time with his. He just got a little bit. I talked about this with Phil on the live stream. I won't go into it again. But, you know, chopping down trees and things like that. I just didn't really. But I do have time for Mael Shacknail, because he did step up to the plate after Brian Boru and steady the ship somewhat. But anyway, listen, it's getting. I'm gonna have to end this, but I want to thank everybody for coming on the live stream. I'm sorry that I went off on a big tangent of a rant for about 5 minutes, but look, it happens because, you know, a lot of stuff is going on at the moment, and it's important to acknowledge it at least. But I'm very much not, you know, getting into, you know, all of this silliness that's going on in terms of the discourse and stuff. It's just ridiculous. Always look at the powers that be, that they're always the ones that have the issues, not the people, not the working class, the middle class. Usually it's usually the case, unless they're really dodgy themselves. But anyway, I'm rambling here. I'm fucking rambling like a lunatic. Legend, Gora Mila Magwiv, Guillermo Corja. Thank you so much. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you leave a comment after this. Be amazing if you could get on the comment section afterwards, maybe for watching it back, and you know, just leave a comment. It would be great. And let me know if you have any thoughts about future live streams. If you have any thoughts at all, any questions that you want to ask in the comments, make sure you get in there. I'll answer everything. No problem, Mihal, for the shout out. No problem, my friend. Have a good night. Iowa Makorja, Gormila Mahagwiv, August, Babe Me the Kint. We will be talking soon. Slongafol, and that's it. Take care. Shine. I'm going to end the stream now. God bless. Best of luck.